Earth. So peaceful from here, right? But when we look a little closer, there's a lot going on. Pollution, poverty, war. It's busy, it's full, it's always moving and alive, and ever evolving. And then out of nowhere, you're born. You grow, and you start to go to school. You're learning so much about yourself, and you're making new friends. You're not mommy's little pumpkin anymore. Then boom, next chapter of your life, high school. Then from high school, varsity. And now you think, okay, cool, you're a bit grown. And this is where it starts to get interesting. We start to discover ourselves, we start to learn ourselves, we start to study ourselves, we start to study the people around us. But we're never fully prepared. And then you become older. You have your whole life ahead of you. But you know, life is not that easy. There's one thing I want to talk about today, and that's relationships. And before I tell you why I want to talk about relationships, I want to ask you something. Why do you need them? What do you want from them? How do they serve your personal growth? Do they really give you happiness? Do you learn something from them? Do you get bored of them? When you look at your past, have they been healthy for you? Are relationships worth it? Well, I can tell you my answer. It's no. And here's the reason why. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Unsolicited Advice. Unsolicited Advice. Hi, beautiful people. I'm the Chocolate Man. Welcome to Unsolicited Advice with me, your favorite neighborhood nobody. I just wanted to say thank you for checking out the video. I know some of you are probably majorly confused, wondering like, yo, aren't you in a relationship? Aren't you happy? Why are you telling us not to date? And the reason for that is actually because I feel like you need to focus on your growth and really focus on making money, really focus on building sustainability in your life. Nothing in life is guaranteed. Some people are still living off their parents. Some people don't even have parents, which is even scary. Some people don't even have anyone. Like in life, you must count your blessings, hey? Because if you have an opportunity, I feel like you should use it. If God gave you a gift and you can do stuff with it, use it. Don't squander it. Even better, grow it. Literally grow your skill. Literally learn ways to make money through your skill. Grow yourself. And it's not easy to grow yourself when you're with someone. It's very hard because they're trying to grow too. So you might pour all that energy and all that focus and all that time that was saved up for you into another person. And now that's where the problem really starts, because at first it looks like a good thing. It can be a very good thing, right? But if that person has really moved forward in their life and you're still back here while you were supporting that person, are you seeing this gap? This gap, right? This huge, that gap, this gap here. What happens if that person in front decides, okay, bye, I'm gone, and you're here? They're gone, they're good. You helped them with their dream, right? But you're back here. Like, you haven't done anything with your life. You haven't prioritized your work. You haven't figured out money. You don't know how anything works. You're like, oh my gosh, that person left me. We're probably even like gonna go through heartbreak and go through a slump. A lot of people don't just bounce back after breakups. I realized so much these past 5 years, that people can waste your time, they can waste your energy, they can tell you they love you, they can use all the words in the whole dictionary to make you feel special. But actions are where it's at. And even more so, if you are completely doing so much for someone through actions, through time, and that isn't coming back to you, I feel like you're wasting your time. For me, like, relationships are a very straightforward thing. It's either someone genuinely does care for me and they show me through action and not through words. Like, I don't get it. I want to know, like, why do people let people waste their time? And I actually know why. I know the reason why. You know, it's hope. Hope is the problem. So it's hope and potential. Those two things, of the potential of what someone could be, and just hoping that they can also just get the rhythm and get going. And so now you keep pushing into that hope, you keep fueling that potential. But what you don't realize is you're squandering your own potential, because you're not seeing your own potential anymore. That clear vision that you had before of what you wanted to become is gone. You focused on someone else's growth And that's the problem. When you haven't invested in yourself, you don't know if someone's just gonna leave you. You don't know if someone's gonna cheat on you. You don't know a thing. But now they leave you, you're still at square one. You could have been learning a new skill, but you don't even have new skills because you prioritize relationships, having fun. And I'm not saying that you can't have a good relationship with everything, with a supportive partner. All I'm saying is it's rare. Like, it's very rare. Like, looking at the stats, looking at the streets, looking at how people treat each other, it's very rare to find someone supportive in this climate, especially even after this pandemic. So it's like, where will you begin to prioritize yourself if you are still looking for relationships in your 20s, when you still don't have a job, when you still don't have, you don't have a house, you don't have a car, you don't have anything, but you're still looking for love? It's like, dog, what? Like, what do you want? What are you looking for? So I really feel like what a person should do in their 20s, right? If they are still hustling, if they're still trying to find their place on this world that's also just so full of chaos, focus on yourself, focus on what you truly want to become, because it's not easy. It's really not a clear-cut path of, I want to be this, so I will be this. It really takes a lot of trial and error and mistakes and heartbreak, but at least you're moving forward with those fails and that growth. So I feel like it's better to be at least failing in growth than to be failing in relationships, because you are learning skills while failing in growth. Like, you can't use relationship skills in any way for money unless you're talking about it or whatever. Most, like, that's what I'm saying. You can't just say, oh, my CV, I was dating for 4 years and then I was in a toxic relationship and my life derailed and they did this to me and they did that. The world is hard, guys. The world is cruel. No one will care. And this is specifically for men. We need to realize that we don't have much going for us. People don't really care much about us already. And I don't blame people too. Nah, like, men really aren't it. A lot of men are a waste of time. A lot of people want to play games. A lot of people don't want to take their own life seriously, so why take them seriously? But this video is specifically for men that generally do want to take their lives seriously, they want to grow, they just want to be better men for themselves, for anyone else. Like, be proud of who you are and just keep going. I just want to talk and guide people who want to grow. It's like basically telling people what they should let go of and what you should prioritize. I really just don't see the point of dating someone who's not going to do anything for you. And that's a lot of women in this age. And I'm not trying to generalize, I'm just saying, other than my current partner, I haven't been with someone that has really prioritized my growth and seen and cared about what's actually going to happen with my future. I haven't had that before. I literally was that person for those people. So if I didn't get that in return and I was loving people hard, I only imagine now what happens to other people who still haven't realized this thing and are still prioritizing the wrong things and all of that. So in conclusion, don't date in your 20s, don't do it. But if you do, make sure that you're on the same page as that person. No one must start moving jiggy. Don't make me question your movements. I feel like the moment you doubt them and they give you a good reason to doubt them, I would jump ship. And just because I don't want to risk my life. A relationship is basically risking your life. People don't realize that, but you can ruin your whole life. People have killed themselves because of relationships. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate if you watch the whole video. I know it might be a bit long, but I try to make it really interesting. I'm gonna really try always up the quality and really give good content and really just talk about real serious things that a lot of people just don't talk about. I feel like some people just take relationships so lightly and it's like, no. There's so many things I'm gonna talk about, but we'll get there. Thank you so much for hearing me out. And yeah, stay beautiful, people, and also just level up and love yourselves and really never settle, guys. Never settle for anyone that doesn't treat you the way you want to be treated. And for someone who's not gonna listen to you when you talk to them, no, we don't do that. We don't do that here. It's only self-love. It's gonna have really I just want this channel to make people think. That's it, really. I just want people to think, share, and make other people think and really ask themselves, why are we doing this when our lives are still not that great, How can we better our lives, Not everyone that comes into your life is a blessing. And that's the problem. You really have to investigate who comes into your life because they can ruin it. people will, I told you, people will willingly ruin your life and then make it your problem, you know? So just look out for yourself, please love yourselves, and please try elevate yourselves. Try to just be the best version of yourself that you can be. So yes, guys, I just want you guys to love yourselves, because you are literally all you have sometimes, and that's why you have to love yourself. That's why self-love is such a vital thing. Without it, I don't know where I'd be. So yeah, peace.